Welcome everybody, this is a video I put together for you just to show you a typical kind of workout that you can do after you've got used to doing the preemptive strikes a little bit. I wouldn't jump into this one straight away. Get used to being in your fence and obviously get used to those 4 strikes that I showed you in the tutorials. But this one is what I do, okay, because sometimes I just don't want to be thinking about defending myself, to be honest with you. I actually prefer doing the striking just to get rid of my own stress. You know, I'm a human being, I get stressed just like you. And I use this to get rid of that. So I'm not thinking that this is a physical being that I want to hit. I'm kind of looking at him more that he's just a giant stress ball. So these strikes that I'm going to show you now, obviously, I'm not actually thinking that they're specific targets on a body that I would use in a real situation. Obviously the jaw would be. But I'm just thinking a bit differently here. I use this quite a lot, you know, especially if I've had a bad day at work. I find this kind of punching very therapeutic because not only are you hitting and letting off your steam, but you're also using your voice, you know, letting out that kia, that kime, just to, you know, just to get all your stress out. I'm actually much more interested in this kind of training than the physical side of self-defense. But what I'm trying to encourage you guys to do is work on this, because at the same time you're working on managing your stress levels, you're also practicing your preemptive strike should you ever need to do it. So, you know, I'm not always thinking about defending myself, because that can be a pretty crap place to be sometimes. You know, this kind of striking is, you know, I find it quite therapeutic, but you have to find out for yourself. But I'm trying not to have you get into a rhythm and think like a boxer. I'm still thinking that each shot is everything I've got is going into that. But this one's a bit more of a workout on the physical level. So if you're not very fit yet, you know, work up to this, because, you know, I'm going to work it so that your old heart rate gets up a bit, okay? So make sure you've had a look at those introductions and tutorials to the strikes so that we get this right, because I don't want you to fall back to patterns from working from a guard. I'm trying to use this to help you work from here. Again, if we just keep doing this, like I said to you, hopefully it will come instinct that you'll just know what to do if you ever have to. So I'm still going to work this little workout from a fence. So if your fence is an exclamation, do yours from there. If it's a submissive, do it from there. So what I'm doing is I'm just hitting him anywhere, really. I'm not thinking, as I said, that it's any particular target. Obviously, I know, as I said, the jaw is, but I'm not thinking that I'm trying to hit someone. I'm just letting out all my frustrations, and I'm using that ferocious, you know, kime, kia when I'm striking, but I'm not asking the brain engaging question here. I'm just picking up the pace to get my heart rate going. Okay, so I'll do some hooks to start with, again from my fence. Okay, and then work your left as well, all right? Do as many repetitions as you like till you're puffed out. You know, I can feel myself, you know, guys, so that's what I'm trying to get here, but please don't start doing this. Just each one, make it count from your fence. Okay? So then we could do some crosses. Again. All right? Again, as many repetitions as you feel comfortable doing. I'm getting old. Okay, both sides. Uppercuts, same thing again. Yeah, you get the idea? I'm just working out and getting my heart rate going, but I'm still getting my repetitions in from my fence, you know? That's where I'm trying to go with this. So what I often do is actually do this, if it's cold in here especially, to warm up before I do my brain engaging question stuff. What are you trying to say then? So I'll perhaps spend half an hour with these strikes, you know, and then work on my targeting as the second part of the workout, because you don't really want to always be thinking about defending yourself. You know, I've been there, and it can be quite a dark place if you're always thinking about how to defend against someone. So I kind of split my workouts up, and that's what I'd encourage you to do as well. And then, okay, the one that I told you, the difficult one, the lead leg. Okay, again from my fence, I'm coming off this side this time, and I'm working really, really close here. I'm not interested too much on how much power they are, I just want to make them snappy from here. You get the idea? I am getting old. Have a look at that. I really enjoy this workout. It's a great way, as I said, to let off some steam and just, you know, not think about necessarily being violent or hitting someone, you know, but it's all helping you build up your repetitions. So I know I repeat myself a lot, but I want to hit the message home of what I'm trying to get you to do is make this instinct. So do your workout from your fence and don't give anything, you know, if you notice, I'm not doing this and I'm not doing this. Each one counts. And I'm making them stealth and everything is going into them. That's why I'm puffed out, okay? That's what I want you to do. And I don't care which shot even if you haven't done all four, just do that with your favourite shot. I don't care. Even if you stood in front of this for half an hour, 45 minutes or an hour, and just do hooks or crosses, whatever you want to do, but just up the pace a bit before you working on your brain engaging question stuff, you know, the targeting. It's just a great way to get all the stress out of your system. As I said, I can't run anymore. Well, I can, but I don't last very long, so that I use this to manage, you know, my my stresses. I just feel lighter. If I go home, if I, you know, say that I'm a bit, you know, stressed today to my wife and family, and I'll say, look, I'm going to do some punching before I come home. And I do, I go home lighter. This gets all of my stress out. But as I said, it's a very different kind of training, you know, as I said to you in the introduction video. And I'm just trying to make it work so that you're using your time wisely. So instead of, you know, working on rat-a-tat-tat stuff, again, I'm not knocking that, it's a different arena, but I want you to make your preemptive strike as ferocious as you can. So I'm trying to make a workout for you that you can do to add to that. Does that make sense? So each shot counts, yeah? So that when you do come to your preemptive strike, you've been working on it from doing this workout. Yeah? Don't give anything away, just drop that body weight. And you will, you know, I mean, I'm, you know, as I said, I'm getting puffed out now. But go at your own pace, you know, we've all got different levels of fitness. So if you are getting tired, you know, rest. But you just slow it down, make it fit for you. But again, work from here. Get used to being here and do all your shots from here. But I'm not, as I said, thinking that any of these are targets, so please don't be confused and think that that would be an effective shot in a real situation. It would do nothing. If you're working there, you need to work here, other than the driving into the solar plexus, as I said. If you watch the introduction and tutorials, if you have landed on this before that, you know, please do look at those for the self-defense side of it. This is more about you defending yourself against yourself with this kind of training, you know, managing your stress levels. I just thought I'd put it up for those of you that are interested. I said I get a lot out of this, so, you know, that's what I'm doing, sharing it with you guys to see if it does the same for you. You know, recognise if you are stressed, accept it, recognise that you need to get it out of you, you know. That's what I had to do. I've been through some difficult times, and I'm not saying this is the answer, but it does help, you know, but everyone's different. You know, you might want to get your stress out by fishing, I don't know. But I find I need a physical outlet to get rid of mine, and the screaming and shouting does help. You know, I find it does. It's great to have that. I just find it helps along with being physical. Okay, I hope you liked the video, and as I said, I hope you find it useful, and as I said, I hope it helps you. So thanks for watching, and again, if you want any more information, get in touch. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you again soon.